Hey everybody, Jay here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you a mistake I made installing my metal roof on our fuel storage shed here. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright everybody, if you like that intro real quick, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and leave a comment at the end. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. So let me show you the issue that we ran into. Alright everybody, so here is a piece of metal roofing, and as you can see here, we have, call it peaks and valleys. Now, if you're doing this at a conventional house, you normally have plywood, obviously exterior rated plywood on your roof. These metal panels just go right over it. Well, in the case of our fuel storage shed here, we just have our rafters here. Now the problem is we needed our rafters to land right on, call it the valley here, but all of our rafters are not. So that's the issue. Let me show you. It'll make more sense when I show you. But basically, do I have a stud available? Yes, I do. If you were to lay out your rafters so your metal roof can lay flush, you would want, hopefully you could see that. Actually, let me do it. Oh boy, this is only the best production quality. So you have your stud here. You would want your metal roof to lay just like that, because this is where you're going to put your metal roof. So you don't want it like this, because once you put your metal screw in, it's going to cause this to flex. You want your valley of your metal roof to be on a stud or joist, excuse me. So yeah, let's show you the issue. All right, so the issue is see, this is our low point. This is the valley, which I just showed you. It doesn't land on our studs. As you can see here, we have a, call it a valley, 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 just shy of the stud. We have a valley just shy of this stud. So what we need to do is, I think what we're going to do to mitigate that, we're going to put some cross bracing in here between each stud, so that way we could zip our screws right across from the top and not have to worry about pinching. We don't have to worry about putting a screw through the peak. Obviously, like I said, you want your screws on the valley. So why don't we, it all makes sense when it's done. Let's cut some pieces here, shim them in here, go across. We'll probably do, I would say probably 3 rows should be good. So let's bang that out real quick. We'll install them, and then we'll come back and we'll nail it. We'll screw it down from the top, and it'll all make sense. Hopefully you could see from here, but if I lift up this metal panel here, do you see our roof rafter? You see how this is our valley. This is where you want your screw. If I was to lift this up, we're just short of our studs, and we have the perfect overhang on each side, so we can't move the panels over at all. So again, that's the issue. If I look at this stud, this one's just on the edge of it, but we're gonna go ahead and do what I said. Alright folks, so this is what we came up with. I cut some blocking, put some blocking in there. We could always run a second header here for extra support if we need to. I don't really feel the need to, but anyways, we ran those there, and then what we did, which I thought was pretty interesting, we put a screw. This screw here lines up with all our boards. Then we attached our string line to run down, and we've already got 3 screws running. So we'll continue to go the length of the way, and then we'll bring you guys up to speed when we're done. All right, there you have it. There's one line of screws in. So now that it's secure, we can do our front header board here. and then we can lay out the rest here. So we did the same thing on this side. We put a screw in the middle of our fascia board here. We ran our string line across, so now we have a guide as to where to put our self-tappers. So let's bang this row out and then we'll move on to the rest of it. There she is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 screws across, 4 deep, so 48 screws holding this roof down. As you can see here, got them in the valleys there, none in the peaks. We didn't miss a single board underneath. Let's go look underneath real quick. So just to show you what we did, we obviously, our screws went into our header board, then our screws went into this run here, which we stitched in these extra 2x. Again, doesn't matter, you're not gonna see it. Same thing, 2x4s running across. This actually gives the roof a little bit more strength and rigidity, I guess if you will. But we didn't miss any, nice and tight. We grabbed all our studs, nothing poking out. We took our time, we used the chalk line. So anyways, I couldn't be happier with how that looks. Again, yeah, if you're gonna do a metal roofing, make sure that I call them the valleys, not the peaks, the valleys land on a joist. I didn't think of that when I framed it at the time being. I thought originally I was gonna put some thin plywood down and then the metal roof, but I decided to just do the metal roof because again, this is a budget build and I'm not a professional. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah. We're pretty much almost there with this fuel shed. So leave a comment below, let me know what you think, and yeah, learn from my mistakes. Make sure you lay out and match your panel spacing, and just take your time. You don't want to miss, because if you miss with one of these, you're gonna have a hole, and yeah, you don't want water, even just one hole leaking in. A good rainstorm probably let in a decent amount of water. So take your time, make sure you lay out all the panels correctly, make sure your joists are framed accordingly, and yeah, enjoy guys. Leave a comment below, let me know what you think. Like I always say, we will see you out in the woods.